however you define it within yourself. And the way that you want to present yourself. I consider myself to be a masculine person. I am fully male. I am a man. I've always felt that way. I've never had any doubts about that. I just present myself in the way that I want to present myself to the world.
Hi everyone, I'm BCAN's Allie Ray, and today I'm joined by Ruth Leonard, local filmmaker and director of her latest film, Men Unfiltered. Since coming to Toledo, what inspired you to get involved in the Toledo filmmaking and art scene?
So I was originally intrigued by filmmaking just from my childhood, and always loving movies and being really interested in commercials and how emotions are communicated within 30 or 45 second chunks. And I was watching a film on Netflix, and I found out that the film was done completely on an iPhone. And it was a fantastic movie. And I realized, well, if they can make a movie on an iPhone, so can I. And I just decided to give it a shot, and I found some willing participants to be a part of it, and this is what we have.
Your film has been filmed on an iPhone. How has that been like? Editing, producing, getting those interviews? What was that process like for you?
So it was really fun because I think I just kind of jumped out there, and I was just like, I'm a director now. And if it fails, it fails. But if it doesn't, I'm a director now. It provided a level of intimacy with the other men that I was filming because it was just me and the camera. It wasn't a film crew. It wasn't lighting. It wasn't like all of the traditional parts of making a film. It was just, I want to know about you as a man. Let's strip it down to the foundation. But there was something about doing everything on the phone. I did the editing. I folded in the voiceovers and the music all on my phone because it just felt as intimate of a process as you can possibly go through. And I wanted to keep that same kind of feeling throughout the entire process of creating and editing and releasing the film.
Now, your latest work, let's dive right in. It's right now, part 1 of 4 has been released of your documentary series, Men Unfiltered.
Yeah.
And you discovered this topic from your own personal experience. Can you tell us about that?
And I was talking to my mother, and I realized in the midst of the conversation that there had only been maybe twice that I could recall seeing my father cry. And in those times of his emotional vulnerability, I realized that I felt insecure and I felt weird about just seeing my father show emotions. And so I wanted to get to the bottom of not only my own insecurities of men showing their emotions, but also the lack of men who feel that they are able to show emotions. I wanted to get to the bottom of that. This was around the same time that the toxic masculinity conversation was taking place. And I knew that the men in my life weren't toxic, but they were being lumped in to those categories. And so I wanted to humanize the men who I loved and who were a part of my community so that if nothing else, everyone else could see that they're not inherently toxic.
It meant I couldn't cry. I had to be in charge of everything. I had to be number one.
Like a male ego thing, just showing that you are strong-willed and powerful.
But it's a matter of who, as a man, it's something that you feel. Whenever you get around a bunch of men, you feel that it's a sense to where you feel comfortable.
In general, just knowing that they have feelings and they want to be able to express them, but oftentimes society shuns them or tells them that it's not the right time to do it and they should be a man and all these other stereotypes. But just in general, just being able to ask them questions and knowing how forward they were with however they were feeling. They felt safe. A lot of the men, I realized, just felt safe with me asking those questions. My biggest dream, goal, wish, hope, and aspiration is that Black men recognize the importance of therapy. They recognize the importance of tapping into their mental health as much as their physical health. I think it's been indoctrinated in Black men that your physical health is the most important part of you, where your mental health, I think, is just as important. And so the goal is that once all 4 parts are released, or whenever you watch one of the 4 parts, that you schedule an appointment with a therapist that, or even if you're not sure of how to schedule an appointment, you can reach out to other men to at least have the conversation, and maybe that can spark the idea to go and seek mental health. Like I can't sing the praises of therapy enough. I just want that same love and excitement around mental health, just like you have Planet Fitness commercials that are just like, let's get you in shape. Like, do the same thing for mental health. Do the same thing for making sure that your mind, body, and soul are all connected. I think that's the biggest goal for releasing the documentary.